One of the most confusing things for home buyers in the mortgage process is talking about interest rates and points and making a decision as to whether or not they should buy the rate down by being charged points. Most people don't even know what the heck we mean when we say points. You hear the term, you know it has something to do with mortgages, but only have a vague idea of what we're talking about. So here's the deal. We have a par interest rate. Basically, that is your interest rate, and you're not going to get any lender credits in exchange for that rate, and you're not going to pay any sort of a premium for that rate. It's just a net zero closing cost rate. And a real world example today, say somebody's buying a $400,000 house, they're making a 5% down payment, and they have a 780 credit score. The par rate might be 6.75%. But as a loan originator, I'm going to let them know that they have the option to buy that rate down to 6.25% in exchange for 1 point. 1 point is equal to 1% of the loan amount. Since they're putting 5% down, their loan amount is $380,000. 1% or 1 point on $380,000 is $3,800. On the closing disclosure, paid up front at closing, it's non-refundable, but by paying this $3,800 premium up front, this home buyer is lowering their monthly mortgage payment by $125. So how do you know if it's worth it? How do you know if it's a good decision to pay the premium to buy your rate down or to leave it as is? Well, the easiest way to do this is to do break-even analysis. And it's quite simple. You take the cost of the buy down, in this case $3,800, and you divide that by the monthly savings. So here, $3,800 up front divided by a $125 per month savings gives you 30, just over 30. So what that means is that you're going to break even on this if you stay in the mortgage for 30 months or just over 2.5 years. Basically, by purchasing this point, you're betting that you're going to be in this mortgage for at least 2.5 years. That means if you sell the house, if you refinance, if you pay the loan off in full, in less than 30 months, you're going to lose money on the deal. But if you're in the loan for more than 2.5 years, then every month after that 30-month point, you're coming out ahead more and more. There are other variables to consider, things like time value of money, but I'm not going to get into that here. This is just to give you a basic understanding of how points work, and this also assumes that you have an option as to whether or not to pay points. In some cases, especially if you have lower credit or are purchasing an investment home or a second home, you may have to pay points whether you like it or not. That's just the way the market is right now, and that's the only way we can make those loans and resell them on the secondary market. If anybody has any questions about rates, points, or anything mortgage related, I'm here. You know how to get up with me, and if you don't, my contact info is to follow. Thanks so much.